Presentation of the project's management company. ADRENNERJ. History and characteristics of the retro areas. We are the regional development agency of the state of Rio de Janeiro, ADRENNERJ. With operations in highly complex projects, from infrastructure to social and environmental projects. We have been in the market for over 15 years and are progressively expanding the goals and challenges for the best service and results for our clients. ADRENNERJ owns the Itaporto Offshore Port Complex and Alfandegário Carapebus project, a national and international reference in port logistics, with hub port and multimodal characteristics, headquartered in Carapebus and other advanced and thematic retro areas located in Rio das Ostras, Maqui, Conceição de Macabu, Quisama, Campos dos Goitacazes. About the Itaporto Complex. The Itaporto Offshore Port and Customs Complex Carapebus is one of the largest economic development projects in the country. Connecting the Pacific and Atlantic Ocean, attending the biggest commercial routes of the planet. Among the routes, the bioceanic corridor that is being built, and will make the connection between the Port of Coquimbo in Chile accessing the Agua Negra Tunnel, passing through Argentina, and the Port of Rio Grande do Sul in Brazil and its extension to the Carapebus Offshore and Customs Complex. Supplying the oil and gas production chain, including a refinery and a LNG regasification terminal, which will have a positive impact on the production and consumption of these derivatives. Generating savings for the final consumer. Business and strategic location. The enterprise offers opportunities in several sectors, attracting investments and generating income for the workers who are proud to build a new history for Brazil and the world. The Itaport has in its first characteristic a minimum water depth of 26 m and maximum of 40 m. It will be interconnected to more than 160 ports on all continents and presents itself as the most strategic hub port in Brazil, considering that 90% of the region's GDP, gross domestic product, is located within a 650 m radius of the port. Of the region is found within a radius of 650 kilometers from the Itaport. In this way, IT shows itself as a natural hub port, in other words, a concentrating port and distributor of multimodal logistics cargo. Highway, through the BR-101 highway that connects Brazil from north to south. Railroad, from the 20 km bridge to the advanced retro areas located in the cities of Rio das Ostras, Maqui, Conceição de Macabu, Quisama, Campos dos Goitacazes. Airport, with cargo and passenger characteristics in the international airport model with an extension of 3 km. Production and outflow of diversified agricultural and manufactured commodities for export. Generating foreign exchange and quality from the production to the final consumer. Environment. Preservation, protection and socio-environmental responsibility of the Restinga de Jurubatuba National Park, which today covers 14,922.39 hectares, with 44 kilometers of coastline and 18 coastal lagoons, encompassing areas of the municipalities of Maqui, Carapebus and Quisama. Climate mitigation through urban ecological parks. Integrated development with environmental preservation. Social function activities applied in the passive and active areas of the park. Protection of springs and reforestation. Methodology and policy of good practices with the objective of increasing the sequestration of atmospheric carbon. Indiana green areas inside and outside the Itaporto Offshore Port and Carapebus Customs Complex. Characteristic of the port and its advanced retro areas. Carapebus. Itaporto's headquarters area that will have the highest and most advanced technology for port logistics, including multimodal transport demands with interconnection through the railway network over the 20 km bridge to the advanced retro areas and based in neighboring cities, Rio das Ostras, Maqui, Conceição de Macabu, Quisama, Campos dos Goitacazes. In addition to the road modal already dolocated by the BR-101 that connects Brazil from north to south passing through the city of Carapebus. Construction of the Zen Carapebus, Industrial District, Logistics Center, Agricultural Area, shopping center, tanking pole, thermoelectric power plant, supply chain, photovoltaic park, oil and gas treatment, refinery, LNG regasification terminal, ecological park prepared for public visitation, export processing zone, international cargo and passenger airport with an extension of 3 kilometers, 2 dry dock yards, service to reforms, maintenance of vessels. Rio das Ostras will be an area dedicated to the storage and distribution of general cargo, with the objective of relieving the load from the main retro areas of the Itaport. Logistics area for the reception and storage of containers, including onshore and offshore sectors and activities. Maquis. Dedicated infrastructure for the oil and gas industry. From the logistics of parts, fuels, supplies. Commissioning of equipment and compartments in MDAs. Strategic storage of technological supplies dedicated to prospecting and drilling, diamond drills, flexible pipes, ducts. Conceição de Macabu. Infrastructure for science and technology. Dedicated to the study and development of innovations and solutions, focused on the clean energy sector. Installation of laboratories and multipurpose space dedicated to research. Quisama. An area dedicated to agribusiness aimed at regional supply, applying the best techniques and high technology available. It will have agricultural land, industrial areas, commercial areas and residential areas. Campos dos Goitacazes. Area dedicated to the production of the best techniques and the highest technology available for the work with arable land for cultivation, industrial areas for fertilizers, commercial areas for agricultural implements and a residential area. Construction of cargo and passenger airport with an extension of 3 kilometers. Logistic area for the reception and storage of containers, including onshore and offshore sectors and activities.